What is up, you guys? The Fallout What If here, and today I'm going to do What If Deku was the reincarnation of Doom. But before we go there we go. There's the one of the ships. Anyway, here's the thing. I'm going to do What If Deku was the reincarnation of Doom because I like him. I like the whole thing, and I'm still going to do it. But there's a new person in town who's as good as a narrator as me. Probably even better, probably even worse. We don't know just yet. That's why you guys have to pick, that's why I want you guys to look at him. Give him a chance, as I have given him a chance. You guys know who he is. Sometimes he comes on here. His name is Diomedes Rouge. It depends at times. You know, it's not. Anyway, here's what's going to happen. You guys watch the video, see how this works, and after all that, you know, pretty much it. But anyway, let's get to the beginning. Let's get to the story. Where Izuku is confronted by Mirako. Not only her, freaking Mina. Now, Mina and Mirako, this is what's going to happen. I wanted these two to go together to try to talk with him at times. So here we go. Izuku was talking with freaking, Doom was talking to Mirako and Mina because Mina was kind of sad at the fact that she wanted to be with him, but Mina, she wanted to be with Deku. But Mirako's in the way, and she feels sad because sometimes he pays attention to her more than you. I mean, more than Mina. I'm trying to say is, Mina wants to talk to Izuku, but Izuku pays attention to Mirako. But Mirako is pretty much happy, but at the same time sad. But knowing Izuku, he doesn't understand why things are the way they are. Why do these two have to fight? Izuku felt love for Mina, but at the same time he feels something for Mirako. She wants him to feel a certain way. Give me a second here. Anyway. So Izuku does not understand what's the deal with these two until Mina just says it. Saying, Izuku, I'm kind of tired of waiting, so I want you to go out with me. But Mirako wants that same idea too. But here's the thing. She didn't understand what to feel about Izuku because, first off, what he did to her back then, he basically was petting her to the point where she couldn't stand it. Izuku telling her that, she was a good bunny. He loved rubbing her. He liked petting her. That was the thing that made her feel insecure about. Because she was a bunny girl, people bullied her. People, not bullied her, but picked on her because of her ears. But there's a lot of things that I'm going to do right here because she plays a little bit of a bigger role. You guys will find out soon. But Izuku just says, I don't know what to say, Mina. I do like you. But at the same time, I like her as well. Because this is like right before the day of the not the Fallout Festival, the Sports Festival. And Izuku just doesn't understand why now, of all times. He understands that these two like him, but he does not know who to pick. He knows that he wants to pick Mina, but at the same time he wants to pick Mirako. Even though he wants to pick Mirako, he wants to pick Mina. So what do we do here, people? What do we do? That's simple, really. Just, have these two go out with Deku. Besides, there's a lot of meat to go around, and there's two hungry girls that want the meat. But anyway, let's see. Give me a second here, people. So, Izuku he just says this. Okay, Mina, Mirako. Why don't we just go out together? The three of us. We can pick certain days, or we can all just go together. Not only that, we can all have a stronger bond. Mina, you are special to me because you're someone who, how would I say this? You're someone who kept me sane. You kept me from killing a lot of things. You kept me from doing bad. You were a good influence on me. I guess it was your cheery personality. And Mirako, even though we've met only for 3 weeks, I started to like you due to not only because of your bunny thing, but mostly because you were a fighter. You fought a lot more and you were much more brash. Not only that, you were kind to people, even though you could have literally just beaten them up. You didn't let your power overtake you. I think that's something that keeps me a little more happy. I cherish you both. I think you both are pretty cool in your own ways. But that's pretty much all I have to say. So these two pretty much these two get to be happy for the fact that Izuku's going out with them. Not only that, they're happy because he told them all these kind things. And even though they were kind of skeptical at first, they realized that he's being genuine. Although they should have realized that he's always genuine in that way. So they decide to go out with him. And right after the day of the sports festival. Oh yeah, people. We're getting there. So, we get to the whole part of the story where Izuku just goes and talks with, basically the both of them. Now, Mina and Mirako are very excited. Not only that, Todoroki's telling Izuku that he's going to win. And freaking other people see that Izuku's going upstage. And he says, you are all not strong enough, nor have the capabilities that I do. After realizing everything about myself and training myself to my absolute limit, you guys will never have a chance in hell of ever surpassing me when it comes to being the best at what I do. And people start booing him. And this is when he gets a rocket launcher, shooting it up in the air. Not only that, shooting a pistol. All the heroes are about to go, but this is when Nezu just says, calm down, you guys, calm down. That's part of his quirk. He gets to shoot out his quirk since he's showing how much he cares. And this is when he says, you guys should also look at what he is doing instead of what he was going to do. And they see fireworks. Because he pretty much just shot up a rocket launcher, which, oh man, this is going to... I don't know if he probably thinks about explosives that way, but this is basically when he shoots out a rocket launcher. He's shooting it with a gun. Not only that, making colorful, just basically shooting up a firework. Pretty much it. Now, give me a second here, people. Now, this is, hold on. Now, this is when Izuku just, basically gets ready to go to the race. And this is when he just kicks it in all the way, 50%. This is when Mirko and basically Mina just, well, most of Class 1A just sees what's happening. And Izuku is just ready to just pounce on anything, ready to run. A lot of Class 1A, except for the people in Class 1B and all that stuff, all the other classes didn't care. But Izuku just was ready to blitz everybody. And blitz he did. Here's the thing. People were just getting tackled by Izuku. Everybody was being like blown away by how fast and how strong Izuku was. It felt like getting hit by a cannonball. But not in literal sense. It wasn't even strong enough. People were just pushed away very fast and very hard. Izuku just somewhat kept running and running and running. A lot of the people like Bakugo and Todoroki were trying to go as fast as they can. Even Mirko was going. Mina is a little faster, just a tiny bit. But this gives her a better opportunity since Deku still lost. I mean, not Deku. Since she wasn't like first place or anything like that, she was in a decent round where everybody was like running as fast as they can. Not only that, Izuku was just fighting some of the robots. Not only that, just somewhat was going through the whatever those things were. I literally forgot what those things were. But Izuku was going nonetheless. Now, while that was happening, Deku was going through the bombs. The bombs kept affecting him, but he just kept going. The moment he stomped the place, he was pretty much set for a lot of issues. But anyway, while that was happening, he just ran first place. Everybody's trying to get him, but Izuku just brings up a gun. Not only that, he gets his arm blade. He gets a lot of his armor on because it's his quirk. If it's his quirk, nothing bad can happen. And give me a second here. Now. Anyway. Ugh, man. It's hot out here. I turn off the AC so that way you guys can hear exactly what I'm saying. But here's what's going to happen. Izuku is going to take not Mina, not Mirko, but Kirishima, Bakugo, Tokuyami. That's pretty much it. Because Izuku is going to be the one who's going to run. Or not run. Be the one who actually runs. And since Bakugo and him have an agreement never to fight, or if they do fight, then Bakugo knows what's going to happen when he does something stupid. He fights, and pretty much Izuku is... How would I say this? Izuku's going to be the one who fights. Not only that, he's going to not show any mercy. Now, Kirishima is in the back, Tokuyami is in the front. Not only that, Bakugo is in the back as well. So, Izuku just tells them to stand their ground. And not to run, since Izuku has the 1,000,000% headband on. Not only that, Izuku's the only one who has the guns to actually shoot far range. Now, when a lot of people try to come at him at first, Izuku just kept blowing off machine gun rounds on the freaking ground, while everybody else was trying to get him. They couldn't get him at all. Izuku was just destroying everything by that time. And not only that, when Todoroki was trying to get him, all Izuku just did was pretty much shot off an RPG. And while it hit freaking Todoroki's ice, it almost caused a shockwave to the point where Todoroki was going to lose. Or pretty much a shockwave where everybody was going to get off their, was pretty much going to almost be blown away. Because Deku used a subsonic RPG missile, subsonic, where it pretty much hit it to a point where the explosion and the speed just created this boom. Not only that, Izuku was just cutting away from anybody trying to go at them. Tokoyami was protecting them in the front to make sure that no actual damage was going to get them. And freaking Kirishima was making sure that nobody, if Bakugo was hit, pretty much Todoroki, pretty much he'll be the shield. Not only that, let's see. Oh yeah, if anybody else try to get him, Bakugo would try to explode them from the back as well. So pretty much everybody has one thing to do. Now, give me a second here, people. Oh, sheesh. Now, anyway. So, that all things ended. These, pretty much, a lot of people try to get him. The person who used the freaking, quicksand or whatever, Izuku used the freaking gravity freaking grenade, threw it up in the air, which made when they jumped off, they were actually floating for a good 20 seconds, and that 20 seconds was needed because Izuku got 2 more RPGs, people, shooting out 2 missiles at once, blowing a lot of people away. Not gonna say they'd blow them up. God, that will. Oh fudge, that will kill them. But anyway, pretty much Izuku's team won. Not only that, Izuku using the freaking, what was it called? I forgot what it was supposed to be. But Izuku just dominated everybody. He was shooting everything, shooting grenades out of the air. Pretty much because of his creation quirk. Not that much people were fond of going toe-to-toe with Izuku. That being said, Izuku destroyed so much of the ring, or the arena. I mean, pretty much Cementos has to put in a little bit of work. Now, that all happened. Izuku and the other ones were going around and fighting, they weren't fighting. Pretty much, this is where I forgot what it was called, where everybody gets to fight each other. There we go. How would I say this? Okay, so when the fight happened, pretty much Endeavor wanted Deku to talk to Todoroki, and pretty much the reason why, no, Endeavor wanted to talk to Izuku about Todoroki because he wants him to become whatever he wants him to become. But Izuku does not care. But when Miracle showed up, talking to freaking Izuku, when he was talking to Izuku, Izuku was just saying, hey. And this is when Miracle says, hi, dear. And she says, oh, who's he? Oh, Endeavor. How you doing? And this is when pretty much Izuku just flat up says, Miracle, I'm talking to somebody right now. If you give me a second. Pretty much, how would I say this? Don't know how to explain all this, but Izuku just tells her, look, Miracle, you don't have to worry about me. I can handle him just fine. Because he was pretty much being annoyed by Endeavor, because Endeavor wants him to use him at his 100%. He wants him to use him at his fullest. And Deku just, pretty much, he does not know what to do, but Miracle knows what to do. Kicking him on the nuts with bunny feet. Oh, that would be painful. And it is. Pretty much, freaking Endeavor fell down to the ground, and Izuku did not know what to do. So he set up a couple of traps. And not traps, pretty much devices. Yeah, devices. Using that intellectual thinking. Using that get to know you thinking. But anyway. So Izuku just set up some traps. So that way Endeavor, once he goes around, he falls. And once that happens, Izuku tells him, I don't know what he tells him. Pretty much Izuku's going to tell Endeavor, yeah, I don't give a crap. I remember my past now, and not only that, I don't have to be afraid. First, I was afraid of what I was, but now I'm not. I was just afraid for the wrong things. But, since that's the past, I could say, piss off, Endeavor. And Izuku just says, wonder what's next. It feels weird, though, talking in a child's body. But I guess I get to talk, so that's a bonus. I wonder how she's doing up there. No. She couldn't be her. Could she? Well, she has a human body now. I guess that would... If that was the case. Hopefully her and Mirako can get along one day. Hopefully so. And pretty much, I'm not going to tell you what happened. So much secrets to keep. But anyway, Izuku just tells her... Oh no, Izuku just goes in, fights with Todoroki, and Izuku's ready for for a bloodbath. Because he summons a gauntlet, which is kind of heavy, but using a 25% of all for one, starts to run, and he freaking smashes the freaking ice. Not only that, pretty much summoning a flaming shotgun, pretty much shooting it twice, burning the ice away, and Todoroki says, "You don't understand my pain. I've been stabbed by demons before. Your pain is nothing more than just child's play." And pretty much freaking smashed him in the freaking gut, rupturing some of his bones, and not only that, rattling his spine. The spine rattler. There we go. Perfect fit. But Izuku just knows that, yeah, he pretty much needs to calm himself down, otherwise he might kill him. And give me a second here, people. No, you know what? Oh, sheesh. Hold on. Yeah, right there. Anyway. So, pretty much Izuku just spine rattles Todoroki. Although Todoroki was being arrogant because he didn't use his fire side. Pretty much that's Mina lost to Mirako. Although they did congratulate each other since both of them were trying their best. Not only that, Izuku gave her a pet kiss on the head. And this is when Mirako is like, where's my kiss? Izuku, so sometimes you had to be... And this is when he gives her a kiss on the cheek, and he says, are you happy now? And this is when she says, I am greatly happy. There we go. Pretty much all that happens. Izuku just does what he usually does. No, he does what he usually does. I forgot how to say it. But he does the usual and pretty much gets ready for his fight with Bakugo. And Bakugo, he says no. He pretty much gave up because, one, it's Deku. Deku is pretty strong when it comes to fighting. Izuku said, Izuku was ready to, he just had his shotgun ready, and he was like, alright, Bakugo, I'll make sure not to aim for your head. And this is when Bakugo says, nope, Now, I know an angry Izuku. I know what happens when I fight him. And over the years, like I said, Izuku always beats him in the very end. Not only that, he goes overboard. And when I mean overboard, I mean he turns freaking Bakugo black and blue. So the fight with Mirko happens, and these two are going at it because there's nobody else to fight. I was going to say Ida, but at the same time, even Ida's not going to. Ida's going to just get sucker punched, and that's pretty much it. So when all things happen, Izuku just walks in, readying to fight freaking Mirko. And while fighting Mirko, pretty much Mirko just uses a lot of her kicks, while Izuku uses a bunch more of shooting. Not only that, throwing grenades to make sure that she's on her toes. Because one thing he does notice is that it takes up to 2 seconds for her to, when she jumps up in the air. So he can just plant another explosive to help her out. Now, Izuku just tells her, alright, look here. I'm going to go easy on you. And gets a bunch of grenades, throws him, and gets ready to jump. Jumping up in the air while Mirko is being while she's floating from actual gravity grenades. Pretty much Izuku just summons a 50% smash into the ground, which sends a shockwave. A lot of people are almost getting hit by the debris. And not only that, freaking Cementos tried to use a freaking barricade. But in the very end, Izuku had a shockwave. And it's Izuku's shockwave. I should name it like that. It is a powerful attack, which not a lot of people can survive. And why can't they survive that? Because Izuku's too powerful. That's why. Pretty much it. Now, that all happens, and Izuku wins. Pretty much, they could have gone on for a long time, but Izuku was wearing armor, which is not very good because pretty much Izuku's armor is heavy enough to withstand missiles for what? Probably an hour straight. He can handle a lot of missiles. And I mean like the smaller ones. I don't mean like the freaking Omega tops. Now, Izuku wins. He gets the thing, or whatever the thing is. So right now he gets the thank you, and he gets the thumbs up saying, "Oh yeah, you're good. You're fantastic. Great. Cool. Signing off. Yeah." Pretty much he already won. But a lot of the heroes are kind of mad at him. Why? Well, first off, a lot of them have to help out the other people. Not only that, Cementos is mad at him because he has to make the ring again. A lot of the other freaking people in the stadium is mad at him. Why? Well, because the debris almost hit them. It hit some of them, but it wasn't too bad. Not only that, the broadcast, Aizawa's is kind of like, I'm not going to deal with this. He's pretty much a good kid in the classroom, although sometimes he can be overboard. That's probably one of his flaws that's probably the only flaw he has. But yeah, pretty much that's it. Izuku won. And nothing to it, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to leave it off here because I got other what is to do. Now, like, comment, do subscribe to the channel here, people. This has been the Fallout with Fear. Bye. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. Like I said, subscribe to this guy right here. His name is Diomedes Rogue, whatever. It sounds the same to me. But anyway, bye.